Our topic is social influence changing others' behavior. So, what is social influence? Social influence refers to the efforts of others to change our attitudes, beliefs, perceptions, or behaviors. Social influence divided into three parts. First one is conformity, changing one's behavior in response to real or imagined pressure from others. Second is compliance, responding favorably to an explicit request by another person. Third one is obedience, social influence in which the less powerful person in an unequal power relationship submits to the demands of the more powerful person. First one is conformity. Conformity change attitudes and behavior in order to adhere to social norms. Types of norms: explicit, written; implicit, unwritten; descriptive, what most people do; injunctive, what should be done. Conformity. It is divided into further parts. First one is automatic mimicry and the chameleon effect. Chameleon effect, the non-conscious mimicry of the expressions, mannerism, movements, and other behaviors of those with whom one is interacting. Second, informational social influence and sheriff's conformity experiment. Informational social influence, the influence of other people that results from taking their comments or actions as a source of information so as to what is correct or proper. Then ways to resist conformity. First is desire for individuality. More conformity occurs in collectivistic cultures regardless of group size. Second is desire to exert control over one's life. As the need for personal control increases, conformity decreases. Summary: most people behave in accordance with the social norms most of the time. Many factors determine to what extent of conformity occurs: cohesiveness, group size, norms. Resistance to conformity comes from strong need for individuality, strong need for control. The second was is compliance. Compliance, getting people to say yes to a request. Principles underlying compliance are friendship, liking. She seems genuine and nice. Commitment, consistency. I'm committed to the cause. Scarcity, only one left. Reciprocity, she helped me, so I should return favor. Consensus, everyone else is doing it. Authority, he seems legitimate. Compliance techniques, there are some techniques which are as follows: tactics based on liking, integration, enhance self or flatter target, personal appeal, appeal to feeling of loyalty and friendship, tactics based on commitment and consistency, foot in the door, small request followed by larger one, low balance, changing the deal midstream, tactics based on reciprocity, door in the face, large request followed by smaller one. That's not all. Sweeten the deal midstream. Tactics based on scarcity, playing hard to get, suggesting item in scarce, valuable, deadline technique, limited time to buy. Summary: there are many different tactics people use to gain compliance. These compliance tactics are based on well-known psychological principles. These techniques should be used ethically and responsibly. The last one is obedience. Obedience, large behavior in response to direct orders from authority. Most direct form. Milgram's obedience study. Participant told to deliver increasing level of stock to a learner each time he made an error on a simple learning task. Why did so many people obey? What was wrong with them? Why did so many obey? Experimenters said he was responsible. Commands were gradual in nature. Participants had little time for reflection. Experimenter was perceived as an authority figure. People believed he had the power to influence, control their behavior. Ways to resist obedience: take responsibility for any harm produced, realize total submission in inappropriate, caution authorities' motives, increase awareness of the people of the situations. Summary: obedience is the most direct form of social influence. Persons readily obey commands, even those from a relatively powerless source of authority. Many factors influence obedience. Those are diffusion of responsibility, perceived authority, gradual escalation of commands, a rapid pace of situation. Several strategies can be used to reduce the obedience. So that's all about the social influence. Thank you.